Hello, welcome. Let's start. I'm not gonna take so much time today because I have a lot to do. So we had agreed we are meeting this evening to talk about um, specific issues, and I'm here to answer some questions that people had already asked. So if you have your own, you can put it down here so I can answer. Otherwise, depending on when you were, seeing, if it's a replay, no problem. You can go ahead. When you join, you can say hello and say who you are and say your name so that we can know who has joined. So today I'm going to be talking about the power of confidence and enthusiasm in business. The power of confidence and enthusiasm in business and in your life. Now, it's very pertinent to note that a lot of people ask me the question, how do I maintain my enthusiasm? They say that their major problem is not knowing what to do. Muki, welcome. Thank you, Muki. They say my problem is not that I don't know what to do. My problem is how do I maintain my enthusiasm all through the way, all through. How do I maintain my enthusiasm? Muki, please confirm that you are hearing me, please. Moki, confirm that you are hearing me so I can be sure that you are hearing me. Hello, Moki, confirm that you are hearing me, please. Yes, say yes if you are hearing me. Yeah, Moki, do confirm that you are hearing me, please. Um, okay, so I go ahead now. So I'm here today to say, how do I maintain my enthusiasm? That's the question people were asking, and that's what I want to major on this evening. How do I maintain my confidence? How do I maintain my enthusiasm? How can I make sure that I'm always enthusiastic and I'm moving forward? Okay, Muki, thank you very much. Now let's talk about the confidence. If you've been to my classes, you hear me say every time that confidence is the highest skill in entrepreneurship. And you're going to ask me, why do you say this? You see, I've been able to consult for world bodies. I've been able to consult for, organizations, oil companies, international oil companies. I've been able to consult for governments, local, state, and all this. I've been able to, train thousands of, academics, thousands of entrepreneurs, and all those. So I've seen quite a lot, and I found that the reason people are not succeeding is not that they don't know what to do, it's not that they don't have strength, they are bereft of idea. The major reason is lack of confidence and enthusiasm. How can you maintain your confidence and your enthusiasm continually? Continually, that you're maintaining in the morning, the noon, and the night. I would always tell you, colloquially, that life is like using, a bicycle to climb a hill. Anytime you stop throttling, you find yourself going down, and that's one funny thing about life. And if you don't understand that, you will always have, this problem. So, what is confidence that we are talking about now? Confidence is a virtue that starts with your believing in yourself. First of all, you believe in something, whatever it is you believe in. I believe in God myself. I believe in God, and I believe that God sent me down here to be here on the earthly plane. I believe I was created by God because I believe that what happened is that I always feel and know that He brought me here for a specific purpose, and that purpose cannot be accomplished by any other human being on earth. The purpose cannot be accomplished by any other human being on earth. And if that is true, that means nobody has the right to say, I should shut up. Because the person that sends you is the person that sent me. So your job is not better than my own. So you cannot tell me to shut up. So when you're raising your hand, I'm raising mine. If you raise two, I raise two. If you raise three, I raise five. Why? Because the job I'm here to do on earthly plane, is not lower than yours. So that understanding that self-confidence is the virtue that starts with you believing in something, going down to believing in yourself, and going down to understanding that this belief will manifest in everything you do. You are too big to talk rubbish and nonsense. So let nobody tell you to shut up your mouth. Now, does it mean you shouldn't listen or find out whether you are not getting it right? Or no, you should listen. But nobody has the right to shut you up. To that extent, you must know that you conquered more than 250 million sperm to actually be alive today. You conquered those guys. You say, "Oh, get away, get out, get out." You cannot, and then you stop them from actually fertilizing the egg, and you did. Now then you have temporary setbacks, or you have some sickness, or you lost some job, or you've not got job for some time, or you didn't go to school, or things didn't work, or you went to sell and it didn't go as you wanted. You met some misfortune here and there. That does not give anybody the right, or give you the right to say, "I'm not good enough." You are good enough. We're talking about your ontological goodness. You are good enough because you were created good. You were made good. You were here for a purpose. And immediately you are able to understand that, what happens is that we go over to enthusiasm. So if you know that you were here for a purpose, if you know that you were here for something, so what happens? You should live life enthusiastically. You should live life. The one of the best ways to live life enthusiastically is to, when the night is coming, you are angry. You don't want the night to come. That's one of the ways to know that you are living life enthusiastically. Night is coming and you are like, "Oh, this night should shift." I was telling my staff this evening. I was telling her. She told me she slept all through the week. I said, "What did you do to sleep?" She said she took some kind of hunger drug and tablet or supplement, and she slept all the way. I said, "Wow." I don't like taking drugs to do anything, but you see that I can't sleep more than 3 hours. My BP had never shifted. My BP had never had issues. I'm always beautiful in all my vital signs. But the point is that, after 3 hours of sleep, I can't. I just want to wake up. I can't wait for the day to, because I'm enthusiastic. I know that one day I'm gonna die, and when I die, I'm not gonna be here again. I would have all the time to sleep. Now, I'm not saying you should follow my word. Please make sure you have good night's sleep. Make sure you do your thing. But the point I'm making is that you're gonna, when you understand who you are, now start imputing enthusiasm. Impute enthusiasm in such a way that you are saying something like, what God brought me here to do, I am ready to do that. Now, will people actually allow you to do it? I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure they will allow you to do that. Now, does it mean people don't like you? No, people like you. But you see, most times that we get discouragement, it is from people closest to us. They don't want us to fail. It's like our mothers. They protect us. They don't want us to fail. They don't want us to go into shame. They protect us and all those. I wouldn't know if I've told you the story about myself and my wife. My wife, I'm a musician, but my wife is not my fan at all. So one day, every time I'm called, come and sing. My wife will sing it, writing new song. Day my back, gidigba, you don't bless me, barakete, barakete, my enemy's backbone. God don't bless, God don't break, barakata, kwam. That's why my wife said, honey, is it what you're gonna sing where you're invited? I said, yes. She said, why not sing the one, like, I am the head, I'm not the tail. I am the winner, not the loser. I'm celebrated, not a relegated. The word of the Lord, just why not sing those ones that people know you for? You know. So one day, I refused to listen to her. So when we went there, I've rehearsed with my band, and we went there. I said, okay, because of recency primacy, let me sing the a bad one first, the one my wife think is bad, and then I sing the good one second. No, I think the good ones, because people like Bucci, people like I think Frank Edward, that were invited, and my wife was apprehensive, and so by the time I started, like then go call you, then go tell you, say you to the shakara. And take a holla, say, Adam, say you my you to the show. Say you to the Inyanga. Why you do the karasha? Mm. Make you ask them, say, why you no going younger? Ask them why you no going younger. When Baba go come, you back come thunder. Ask them why you no go show. Even say why you no go do gra gra. Oh, by the time I was at this point, the hall has broken into 100. Everybody was standing, shouting, and clapping. And my wife was somewhere doing like this, and people thought she was praying. Like she was just begging me, I'm sorry, and all this. Does she hate me? No, but she didn't want me to fail. So she was about taking away my confidence just because she loves me. She's protecting me and all those. So sometimes people can protect you, and that's what's wrong with our brain. Our brain is created to protect us. So to that extent, every time you want to do something huge, something big, what happens? Your brain comes in and say, "Oh, danger, 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 danger. Go back, go back. You want to stop your job. You want to resign. You want to take a leave. You want to change your state. You want to do." Your brain will always be there to say, "Hey, you want to go on radio. You felt you want to go on television." It's the brain shouting. You do want to disgrace yourself. Do you want to disgrace us? Do you want to disgrace your family? And your confidence will go away. So I want to encourage you to understand that fear is a beautiful thing. Oh, Adela, I have my records are there. I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you, you can play some of them. Um, sbsedu.org slash superstar. So you can play some of those. I'm talking to Adela in case you want to play. Okay. So the point I wanted to make is that your brain will come in and they will say, oh, your brain will say, why do you want to do that? You want to, and all those. So the point is very simple. Don't allow your brain or people around you to actually make you afraid not to go there. But you see the point. Now, I tell you that I love fear a lot. Why do I love fear? Any idea that I have that is not making me afraid, I don't like it. I don't like any idea that is not making me afraid. So, in the song I just posted, I one day I wanted to text somebody as what do you call it? I wanted to take somebody as um like an assistant to the US, and I went there, and they gave us visa. They gave the person visa without any question, and all those kind of things. I said, wow. I came out, that's many 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 years ago. I came out, I said, yeah, I'm powerful. Now the point is, you must have that confidence that you are a superstar. One of the days I wrote a song. I said, God calls me the guy, but you call me Mugu. Eh. If I be you, then you come be me. Now who you go believe? We're talking about confidence here. God calls me superstar, but you call me Sava, Mr. Sava. If I be you, then you come be me. Now who you go believe? You're asking me who I am. If I tell you, will you believe me? You are asking me where I come from. If I tell you, will you comprehend? You are asking me who I am. If I tell you, will you believe me? You are asking me where I come from. If I tell you, will you comprehend? Hey, I'm composed of fire. I'm supernatural by design. I breathe well under the waters. I'm one with the flame. I'm born of the Spirit. Christ Jesus lives in me. Don't wonder why. I've always been the best, best, best. I'm the superstar. Without wings, I've touched the sky. Christ is my wings, superstar. Without legs, I'm watching from the mountains top. Hey, I'm superstar. I can't be anything less. Yes, it's not about me. It's about who lives in me. I told you I believe in God and I believe He sent me here. So it's not about me, it's about He who lives in me. Now, your confidence must be hinged on the fact that you are here for a purpose. Now, immediately you understand that what happens, you go ahead with enthusiasm to live the life you're meant to live. So what's enthusiasm? Enthusiasm is just all the happiness, the excitement, the vigor and the fervor you have to do what you are called here to do. You see, if you don't have that, you will do what you are doing. Like basically, it will lackluster. You don't understand why you are here. Now there are three major reasons why you are here. Number one, you are here because of what God wants you to do for Him. You are here because of what He wants you to do for yourself, and you are here because of what He wants you to do for others. What that simply means is that immediately you are here and you understand what God wants you to do for Him, you cannot look for validation from other people. You must stand and understand what. Look at all the people. One of the things that will teach us something is our politicians in Africa. So they are daft, they are bereft of knowledge, they are just like you open your head and put in coconut. But do you see what? They are so proud and almost arrogant, coming out to television to talk rubbish and nonsense. And then you that have something reasonable to say, you are not even saying anything, you're not doing anything. You can't go up there for fight for post. You can't go up there. You don't have opinion. You are sitting on the fence. The only people that made the world what it is today, the bad things you see in the world today, are the people who are not confident enough to be on any side. They are sitting on the fence. They're the people who are spoiling our world. So you must stand out there and say, "This is who I am. This is what I believe," and that's very important. You see, I don't like, I don't like Shekau. You see, but you see, his confidence is powerful. How can you be confident enough to cause another person to go and die for you? you know, I don't like Hitler, but his confidence is powerful. These guys are guys who are doing the wrong things and confident about it. What have you, who you are doing the right thing? You know, sometimes you need to be very confident and push your view. Look at Trump. When he came, he pushed his view that his views were so politically incorrect, but he pushed it and you find out he won the election. Am I saying you should be like Trump? No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that you should be confident to push your view. So talking about enthusiasm now, let me match both of them because I don't want to stay long. I had a hectic day. So let me match both of them now and then we'll start winding down. Now, the problem is not that you got enthusiasm now or you got confidence now. The problem is sustaining it, sustaining your confidence, sustaining your enthusiasm. That's the only problem. So, what do you need to do? How do you need to sustain your enthusiasm? Now, I'm going to recommend, talking about enthusiasm and confidence at the same time. I'm going to talk about some few steps, that you need. Number one step is how do you start your day? How do you start your day? You must start your day three-dimensionally. You must start your day three-dimensionally. What do I mean by that? You must start your day believing that your spirit, your soul, your body are necessary. They are necessary to be awoken. They're necessary to, wake up with you. If you leave any one of them and your spirit, soul, or body didn't wake up, you're going to go throughout the day not as enthusiastic as you wish. So, how do you do that? Now, divide your day, divide your waking up into three dimensions. So, first of all, I encourage you to wake the body. Start with some exercise. Exercise is not, it's just, this is exercise. You see, one of the things about exercise is that it releases some hormones which time will not allow me to talk about. Very simple thing. This is exercise. So you don't need to go and buy very big equipment. Or so make sure that your body starts in the day. Make sure that you are gingered. In your body. I mean, physiologically, that you get the oomph in your person. Now, immediately you are able to do that, So you can say, oh, I want to, I want to, and that's very important. I encourage you to work between 4:30 and 4:30 in the morning and 5 in the morning, so that you can work 1 hour, 1 hour 30 minutes before most people, start quite a lot of their days. So when you work, also you are able to work on this aspect. Now, when you are able to work on this, what happens? You are now able to say, I'm dividing this into three. Number one, I work on my body. So when you work in your body for maybe 20, 30 minutes, then the next one, work on your, soul. So as you working in your body and you're getting ready and all this, now you start listening. So maybe you know a song, you can, if you want, after 30 minutes or there about 20 minutes, you can decide to read a page, you can decide to read a chapter, and others, you work on that, that it will touch your what, your soul. Now after that, you now work on your spirit. You need to work in these three dimensions, your spirit, whatever you pray, that's not, my job today. My job is to tell you, you need to connect to the supreme intelligence. You need to actually, pray. Make sure you communicate. Because you know I think St. Augustine says, God created us with God-shaped vacuum in our hearts, so that we are restless until we rest in God. So I believe in God and I pray to Him. So every morning I make sure, after my exercise and my feeding my soul, I also feed my spirit. That way I wake up three-dimensionally. When I wake up three-dimensionally, what happens is that, I'm ready to push. Now, so wake up three-dimensionally is very important. Start your day three-dimensionally. Your soul, sorry, your body. Start with the body first, your exercise, then go over to the soul. Do some soul exercise, meaning read a book, listen to, why you, even while you can do them simultaneously. While you are working on what, on your body, you can also be doing work, be working on your soul, that listening to a book. Listen, I encourage you, listen to more of books about, motivation. Listen to books about the workings of your mind. Listen to books, and all those kind of things, because sometimes listening to something deeper, it takes some kind of concentration that you may not be willing to do that early morning. So you may take something light, give me something light that you can immediately love and apprehend, and keeps you going. Now, and then do your prayers. When you've done this three, you're going to see that there's a kind of joy, kind of energy that comes in, that you're ready to meet the world, you're ready to push, you're ready to do your thing. Now, number two thing I encourage you as you're starting your day, in order to keep your enthusiasm and confidence. Number two thing I encourage you, please avoid bad news in the morning. Avoid bad news in the morning. Sometimes, news review, newspaper review, and all those, they are very beautiful. But if you don't know how to balance it, please avoid, those, some WhatsApp messages. And encourage you, when you wake in the morning, the first thing to do is not to go to your WhatsApp and start, it may not be the best thing to start you there with. So you avoid bad news, WhatsApp, Facebook, family calls, sometimes family calls in the morning are not always wonderful. Sometimes they call you and they're going to tell you, something that is not meaningful. You see, something they can start up, you know, things that are not helping you. So you can avoid that, so that over time, family members know they don't call you in the morning. They can call you maybe by lunch, 1 to 2, between 1 and 3 o'clock. They can call you about the time. So everything, anything at that time, you can handle. But starting your day with bad news may not be the right thing. Then, oh, demoralizing matters. Even if your husband, the wife, want you to discuss things that are going to spoil your day. It may be good to avoid that if you can. Make sure that that it's not always the best time to scold the kids and all those kind of things. Try to organize yourself. Don't allow anything to dampen your spirit and all those kind of things. Okay, now, so I've talked about starting three dimensional, and I've talked about avoiding bad news. The third thing I want to talk about is having a recharging technique. How do you really recharge yourself? How do you recharge yourself? I suffered a lot of this because you know probably because of my physical nature, work became my my recreation. So if you ask me many years ago, a few years ago, even few years back, you asked me, how do you recreate? I said, I don't know. I just love walking. I walk to recreate. But that's bullshit. You see, it wasn't helping me. So at a particular point, I sat down to work on myself and finally I'm going to find very simple things that can make me happy, that can recharge me. I'm not angry, I'm not unhappy, but you see, my productivity is not at the optimum because I didn't understand how to recharge myself. Recharging yourself could be anything. It doesn't need to be, you know, you could, you know, walk around your office, space. You could take out time to, within the work time to just stroll around the office complex. You could just make a call, whatever it is. You could call your daughter, you could call your son, you could call your wife, you could call your husband. Whatever it is, you could play a little game with your staff or with your friend. You could go for lunch, outside your office. You must know when your capacity is dampening, and then you have a recharging technique. Okay, now, so if you're still with me, I would want you to say yes, I'm with you. Yes, yes. If you can see just yes there, I would know you're with me. So if you're with me, can you just write yes on the emboss there? Okay. Now, um, so recharge, have the recharging technique is very important that you find out how to recharge yourself. Now, the next thing is believing in yourself. It's very important that you believe in yourself. So, let me write it down. Believe. You can say, "Oh, believe in yourself." Yeah. What does it mean to believe in yourself? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Those who said yes. Yeah. What does it mean to believe in yourself? You see, I've said it earlier in the day. Believing in yourself simply means that you are here for a purpose. Now, what purpose are you here for? Now, if you're here for a purpose, nobody has the right to say, bring down your hand. If you are delegated to come and do something here, and somebody is delegated, you both have equal right. So nobody has the right to say, you shut up, I talk first. You shut up, I talk first. Nobody has that right. So you must believe in yourself. Does it mean you shouldn't know your ability? No. You must believe yourself and know your abilities and be able to work on them. So, what is that skill that you lack at the moment? Now, and it's very important, the skills you lack are the skills that are going to undo you. So, what do you need to do? You need to work on increasing any area of skill that you don't have, confidence in. Sit down, look at yourself and say, what are the things I lack now? Now, it doesn't depreciate who you are. It doesn't depreciate from who you are. No, what it says is that you lack skill. You see, sitting here now, given this talk, I can't walk around. I'm disabled in my lower limbs. You know, I can't walk around. If I feel pressed now, I can go to the bathroom. Because I can walk. I've removed my calipers, the rods I wear on my legs, the braces I wear. I've removed it. This is my bedroom, so I can walk around. You see, this is my bed. I can walk around. So what's the point I'm making? The point I'm making is that I don't have my two legs. Does it depreciate the fact that I have capacity? I can do things. It doesn't. The point is that I cannot go and say that I want to be an Olympic gold medalist. No, I can't do that. We're going to stop at 9:30. So, so when we're going to stop. I can go and say I want to be an Olympic gold medalist. I can do that because I can't run. I am disabled in my lower limbs, but I'm not disabled here. Here is so powerful. So I thought believing in myself is ability to recognize what I cannot do and recognize what I can do. You see, I'm an IT expert, I'm a management consultant, and quite a lot of things I am. And then because I don't have my legs, you're gonna tell me that I can do something else. No, I have chosen the things I want to do. I want to run in my head. I don't want to run with my legs because I can't run with my legs. So believe in yourself and know the things you can do and the things you can, and then be able to actually start working your strategies around the things that you can do. So now, number five, be willing to make mistakes. A lot of folks are not willing to make mistakes. A lot of folks is just like, oh, they rather die than make a mistake. Mark Twain, he says, if you cannot make mistake, you can't make any other thing else. If you cannot make mistakes, you can't make any other thing else. You see, so I'm interested in making mistake. So what is it all about? I can make mistake. I'm a human being. I'm ready to make mistake. I'm ready. You see, I'm ready, to make mistake. Why? Because I am a human being. I am not in heaven yet. I'm here on earth. So don't allow anybody blackmail you. And say, oh, if somebody wants to blackmail you, let the person go online and do that. Let the person go anywhere and let the person, because it makes it doesn't. There's nothing that you had ever eaten and you swallowed your finger, nothing you've ever seen, and you started shedding blood. It makes no sense. Don't be too careful about life. None of us will live here alive. You are afraid, you are careful, we're not gonna live here alive. We're all gonna die before we leave here. So why are you so worried? Why are you so okay? So be willing to make mistakes. So number six, understand vulnerability intelligence. Understand what it means to be vulnerable. You see, it goes to that same point that when you are over careful, you make much mistake. When you are over careful, you make mistakes. So be ready to be vulnerable. And that is very important because sometimes we're so stiff. I used to be that way. You are so stiff, you can't crack a joke, you don't want to be disrespected. Oh dear, even our Savior, was disrespected. Jesus Christ was nailed to the cross. So who are you? And somebody in Saudi and you say, oh, I don't want it to be insulted. I'm big. I can't. No, shut up. Come and shut up. Who are you? Shut up. You know, get insulted. It doesn't matter. Increase your insult tolerance level so that even if you fail, you right where you are. You see, it doesn't make. I tell you, I had fallen almost everywhere. I fall. Sometimes I want to climb the stage to talk. I fall and tumble a million times. With two crutches, and people will be like, some people, if you look at women and their beautiful hearts, someone already crying for me. And then I climbed the stage. I said, do you know why? I fell and the hall is so quiet. They said, oh, we don't know. I said, because I'm very important, VIP, very VVIP, very, very important personality. Even if the president had fallen, he said, oh, you are not gonna cry. So why are you crying? Because I fell. Because I'm so important. You see, that's how important I am. When I fall, people start crying. Oh God, why him? Celebrity. So what's the point I'm making? The point I'm making is that be vulnerable. Don't allow people to, put you in a cage, put you in and then they style you, and then you take it up. No, refuse to take it that way. You see, so there's nothing that is too serious on earth. You just, take it light. Give yourself something light. You need something light. Give yourself something. So what's the point? The point is that don't actually be too serious about these things. Now, Now, it leads me to the seventh point, which I was already making. Don't take yourself so seriously. you know, be free. Don't be too romantic about life and you think everything must go your way and all those kind of things. No, things mustn't always go your way. That if you're here, just say yes so I know you are here. Say yes so I know I'm still with you. Yeah, say yes so I know you are here. Okay, now the point I wanted to make is that when you understand that you don't need to take yourself seriously, a lot of things will start working to your favor, working to your favor, working for your favor. Don't take yourself too seriously. Have some time to relax. Have some time to laugh. Have some time to recharge. You see, there are a lot of good things in life. They don't cost too much. You see, you can take a bottle of Coke, with your wife, your girlfriend, your children, or whatever, and then you put water in the cup, and then everybody shares the bottle of Coke. Now, it will make you laugh. You feel like, oh dear, you know, you feel it's so funny, and you're gonna just say, oh, look at what I'm doing. A bottle of Coke and the whole family is sharing it. They're putting water to augment and all the, you can go to your pot tub, put water in there, just stay there, and then you are sipping. You don't even need something serious. You can put in a lemon in a glass of water, and you are sipping it, and then you are just smoring yourself. Look at it. Yeah, just feel in your head that you are drinking a champagne. Sometimes you sit down to humor yourself and all those. It's very important you do so. Now, if you want to understand that for you to be a good business person, you must have confidence and you must have enthusiasm. If you lose these two, or if you lose these two, you cannot do well in business, because business is about sustaining the tempo, sustaining over a long period of time. Anytime you lose that tempo, there's a problem. Okay. Now, if you've got that, let's talk about number 8 as I start winding down. Number 8 is about forgive yourself and others. I call it fully discharged. You see, sometimes a lot of people had done so bad to you, and you find out that you somehow allowed yourself. There were signs about it. You're listening to me. You were the divorcee. You were a single mom. You were, a single dad. You were, you lost your business to, a friend. You lost your womb. You lost your, virginity. You lost your, house to a friend. I know, the signs were all there, and you didn't, you believed against all odds that it's going to work out the other way, and somehow it worked out against you. And whenever you remember, you don't forgive yourself. I want to encourage you today to forgive yourself. You see, you know the only time in eternity is now. Seriously, the only time in eternity is now. You need to forgive yourself. You cannot, because of one mistake, obliterate, your greatness. So forgive yourself. That's one. Then what else? Forgive the person who used you. You see, when you forgive people, you're not doing them a favor. You're doing yourself a favor. So forgive yourself and forgive those who use you. A lot of friends had, done something that are so bad and bitter. Sometimes your workers, give out company secrets. Sometimes somebody made you to lose a contract of $20 million. Sometimes, sometimes even husband, even your wife, even your kids, your children, but you see, you need to forgive them and forgive yourself. Fully discharge. You see, very important. Now, number 9, set yourself up. I call it me and my big mouth. Yes. Now, me and my big mouth factor. You know, me and my big mouth factor. You know. Now, sometimes I'm going to tell you some examples. Sometimes, um, if you want to do things really, you need to set yourself up. If you want to do things, you need to just say, announce to the world, oh, by such a time, I'm going So when you announce it, what happens? You can't go back. You know, and don't announce it to people who are going to forgive you if you didn't do it. Announce it to people who are going to tell you, Kali, I thought you know I had a friend in school, very responsible lady. I always, when we were in the university, she was, we're in the same faculty, but we had some courses together, and we became friends. And I told her how I'm good, my life, all the things I'm gonna be, a motivational speaker. I'm gonna be a consultant. I'm gonna be a university academic. I'm gonna be a businessman. I'm gonna, you know. So we didn't see for when we graduated. We left and went for service and all those. Now, after a year or two, when she came back to the university, because I stayed back in the university and I started working in the university. When she came back, um, to the university, maybe for her transcript or something. She used to live in Lagos, and I in Owerri. And when she came back to the school, and she looked for me and found me, and she's asked, "Yes, Kali, you told me those days you are going to be days that." She reeled all of them out and said, "Yes, where are they?" And you see, and she said it so brutally, I had to give her, you know, inventory of the ones I've done, the ones I've not done, where I am in all of them, and all those. Hey, my Samaila, thank you, welcome. Samaila is an international Ariwa teller, so if you want anything Ariwa, Samaila is there. Thank you, Samaila, for joining. Now, when she read it out for me, I had to tell her the ones I've accomplished and the ones that are still on the pipeline. But what happened is that I know, I from that day, I knew that I will never leave any one of those unfulfilled. I've not seen her for a long time, but maybe after some 10 years, we spoke on phone, and she also asked me, oh, and but this time she's telling me that, oh, I can see your exploit everywhere and all those and this one and that one. So you kept to that. So you're a great guy. I felt, oh, I've done something for myself. So what's the point? Set yourself up. What I call me and my big mouth factor. You see, tell it to those who are going to hold you responsible, who will not like who will not say, we can understand he's disabled, if he didn't do it, it's okay. No, tell it those who are going to say, yes, he needs to do that. Those who will laugh at you. Okay. So, number 10, what we call, I'm going to stop there. I call it take massive action. Now, there's something about action. A lot of people are good in talking, and they are the people who, write books. In literature, that's what we call literary criticism. Somebody writing books, writing a book on your book, criticizing page 10. You didn't do this page 10. And that's his own book on your book. He can't write his own, but he's usually yours to write. What's the point? The point is, immediately you understand that um, those who do are the only people who go to the bank. So what happens? You'll be able to know that doing is the measure of knowledge. What do I mean by that? If you know it and you're not doing it, you don't know it. Oh, I know how to play piano, and you can't play piano. So you're not doing it. That what it means is that if your result is not showing your intelligence, there's something wrong with your intelligence. So be a doer. Don't be a talker. Don't keep talking and talking and talking. Do. The result is in doing. I tell my friends, I said, I'm gonna show him, I'm gonna show her, I say, shut up. Don't actually revenge. Why? The best form of revenge is what? Result. The best form of revenge is result. So If you can show them, you will be able to do your thing. Show them result. So how do you show them result? Going ahead to do. Now, I think next, I think we're gonna have another um, pick my brain here. You know, I'm gonna want you to send me mail or inbox to ask me question. Um, ask me question. Ask me question. The things you want me to treat. I want to have another listing with you on Thursday. I want to have another class with you on Thursday. So ask me question. I may even have another one with you tomorrow. Ask me questions on, if I have enough questions on my WhatsApp or on on my inbox here. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. Answering your questions. This week is a week of pick my brain. And if you've not got the book we are reading this week, the book is How Rich People Think. If you've not got it, please, signify so that we can inbox it to you. How Rich People Think, so that you can read 100 ways rich people think, and 100 ways poor people think, so that our middle class think. Now, I was trying to talk about. I have about 30 minutes ago. I was trying. If you have if you have something you want to also ask here or add, you can talk to me. Now, in taking massive action, there's something that is important. A lot of folks don't understand the, okay, let me call it, the issue of inspiration uh, versus um, mechanization. Now, yeah, inspiration versus mechanization. A lot of people always wait for them to be inspired. I'm waiting for inspiration before I start my business. I'm waiting for inspiration before I do that advert. I'm waiting for inspiration before I go out there. I'm waiting for inspiration before, inspiration is good. But you see, if you have inspiration, if you are inspired, wonderful, go ahead and do it. But if you are not inspired, what do you need to do? Mechanize inspiration and, move that body, factor, move that body, and then you find it, happening. You don't feel like don't feel like talking, start talking. You don't feel like doing it, start doing it. You see, if the bird did not go out to the field, the bird wouldn't have known that the food is laid out there. You see, so it is very important. Sometimes you see things that demoralize you. Or election was postponed, or a few years back, when I was a copper, as we're going through to the end of our serving our nation, something happened. My friend came to my house to take them on bank exams, and he told me, "Oh, Kali, why not come and join?" But I told him, "I'm going to write only one exam in my life. I'm going to write only one application, and I'm going to get the job even before I write the application." I said, "You are dreaming. Now that you are here, why don't you join?" He slept in my house in the, or rather, he came to my house in the campus and the in the university, and the what do you call it, the up to it happened. He said, "Why not come? Why stay in your room?" So he disturbed me, and said, "Okay, let me go with him," and we went there. When I came out from my house to the field of the university, there are more than, in my eyes, there were like more than 1 million people there. For how many jobs? I think, they wanted to take maybe between 17 and 31 persons or something like that. And the whole country was there. So immediately I came out, I started singing. We're by head to be running waters. Nigeria was not the title now, but it's on entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship is blah 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 blah. And then you keep writing. Now I tell you, if you don't feel like singing, sorry, laughing, and you start smiling, you're gonna find yourself smiling. I don't feel like smiling, but I'm smiling. If you don't feel like, I'm being happy, and you mechanize being happy, it's over a time you're gonna be happy. So the point I wanted you to know, this lie that you're waiting to be inspired to do something is a big lie. when you want to write, start writing. Don't wait for inspiration. You can have a block. You're gonna say, "Oh, doctor, that's gonna." Oh, I don't know if you've written more books than me, but the point I'm making is that, anytime you're waiting for inspiration and inspiration doesn't come, use mechanization. When you use mechanization, inspiration will come. you know Whenever you're waiting for when inspiration comes, wonderful, go ahead. But if inspiration is not coming, what do? Mechanize inspiration, and it comes. Now we have 6 minutes left, and I want you to comment down there what you've learned today. What have you learned today? While I'm still talking, I want you to comment what came across to you as what you've learned today. I want you to comment before we just round up in 6 minutes. But let me recap as you are just writing down what you've learned today. Try to do that on the space there. Let me recap. Now, my recapping is that today I dealt with the power of confidence and enthusiasm, and I dealt with it because that's the question some people asked me. They said, I cannot be enthusiastic for a long time. I cannot be confident for a long time. I get it today and I lose it tomorrow. So what do I need to do? And that's why I treated the power of confidence and enthusiasm in business and in your life and running things. Now, and I said, in understanding confidence start with your ability to believe in something most times higher than you, and then going deeper down to understanding that you are sent for an errand here, the way every other person is sent for an errand. If that is the truth, nobody who have been sent here to do something you are also sent to do has the right to say shut up your mouth. So when they're raising your hand, you have the right to raise your hand. If they raise one hand, you have the right to raise two, three, four, five, and even more. You have the right to raise the 5 fingers and say, I am here to be counted. Now, we also agreed here that you had conquered before now. You conquered more than 250 million sperm to fertilize that egg. Yeah, remember I told you to just write down for me what you've learned today. You conquered more than 250 spermatozoa to actually fertilize that egg. And we said your confidence must come from that fact. And also the fact that nobody has the right to tell you to shut up, because when we look at it, even when they think, oh, you cannot you are not skillful in this one, or you are not skillful in that one, or you think you are dealer, the mechanization technique quite resonate with me. I'll try it soon, as it has been laid on my heart to write a book, but I have been wondering how to even begin. Thank you, Ardila. You got it now. Start writing immediately. You're going to surprise yourself. And I want to write the forward to that book. I want to write the forward to that book. And also, Adiola, if you have problem writing the book, you can also talk to me, and I'll be able to guide you and help you to make sure that that dream comes alive. Okay, that's Adiola telling me what she learned today. So I want other people to comment now. So we agree that that confidence must come from the fact that you were brought here for a purpose. And then we also agree that enthusiasm is that when you understand that you are here for a purpose, you start doing that, and you were sent by somebody greater than everybody. So you are enthusiastic. Why I'm doing what I do is that because I think that God sent me here to do that. And I'm a little guy doing something for a big guy. So, I feel enthusiastic to actually do what will impress the big girl, the big guy up there. So that's why I don't like to see the day. I don't like to see the day come to close. I can't wait to see the morning actually come on. So that's enthusiasm, and you want moving with enthusiasm. The problem is now sustaining enthusiasm and confidence. Remember, I'm recapping what we did today: sustaining enthusiasm and sustaining confidence. And we say there are few things to actually mark. Hey, you guys, I want you to tell me what you've learned today. Yes. Um, while I'm doing my recap, I want you to write for me what you've learned today. Now, we said there are about 10 things that we want to consider today about what you need to do. Thank you, my Bashara. Share your dreams with those who will push you to achieve it. I mean, even those who are going to like say, oh, I thought you said you were going to do this. Even those who are derisive about it, I thought you said you were going to do this. Those who are going to even, who are going to criticize you. Now, that's going to push you. But I'm not saying you should shout to everybody, but, you know, can be your husband. He can. Those will laugh. I thought you told me you are going to finish your book in 1 month. Where is the book? Okay. So thank you, Bashir. Now, how do you start your day? I said number one is you must find out how you start your day, and we agreed that in understanding how you start your day, you must understand the three-dimensional starting. You must start in your body, you must start in your soul, you must start in your spirit. If you didn't start with us, you can go back and watch to understand what I said in those. And number, so we said when you are working, work early enough and divide your working into three. You work, trying to work on your body to get the energy level up there. Then you move to the next stage of getting your soul to your mind to attune by actually reading or listening to something. And then the third one, you also work on your spirit, so everything will balance. Three-dimensional study. Now number two, avoid bad news. So don't always go to WhatsApp immediately you wake up, FB. And so you can also say family calls. I take it from between 12 and 3 in the afternoon when I've done my bed, because sometimes family calls are demoralizing sometimes. So don't attend to demoralizing matters. Don't attend to friends who call you for nothing and they tell you bad news. Don't attend to those. Those news can happen between 12 and 3 in the afternoon. Don't attend to it towards the end of the day, because they'll also put you in the mood you're going to sleep with and you wouldn't like it. Now number three, we said, how do you recharge? You must have a way you recharge yourself. And we mentioned quite some ways and others. You must have a way you recharge yourself. Let it not be walk, 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 walk. Sometimes all walk don't play. Miss Jack. um Make Jack Doll. Now, number four, we say believe in yourself. Understand that you're here for a purpose. Understand that you are worthy of raising your hands and then doing your part. And remember that you're going to die one day. And it's very important that as you're dying, you can say, yes, I did my part. Now, number five, we say be willing to make mistakes. Now, don't be perfect in terms of your actions. Now, seek for progress, not perfection. Immediately you start seeking for progress and not perfection, you're going to find yourself doing quite a lot more. Now, understand vulnerability. We said, don't be so like you want everything to work in tandem. Know that sometimes things cannot go your way. No matter how you plan, no matter how you do it, things will always sometimes you miss your step and all this. Be willing to accept that. Number seven, don't take yourself so seriously. Some of us, we take ourselves so seriously that everything is so rigid and others. No, it's not the right thing to do. And number eight, we said forgive yourself and others. And we said further discharge your mind. A lot of people had done you bad, and then no, discharge your mind, forgive them and others. Now, number nine, we said set yourself up. I call it me and my big mouth factor. Be able to set yourself up, tell yourself. That's what Bashura was talking about. Share your dreams with those who will push you to achieve it. And number 10, take massive action. Take massive, massive, massive action. The kingdom belongs to those who do. The kingdom belongs to those who do. Don't allow fear to paralyze you. So when you are taking your action, always remember, when you don't have the inspiration, mechanize the inspiration and you're going to find out you're going to do well. Okay, I want to appreciate you for actually um, listening in, and I want to thank you so much for being there. Try and share this video with your friends and loved ones so that they can listen and listen and listen. Now, if you have, yeah, I wouldn't mind appearing tomorrow here, because we've lost some time in the mentorship class, the free mentorship. I wouldn't mind appearing here today. If I get up to three, four, five questions by before midday tomorrow, I'm gonna also appear here to actually treat us. This week is pick my brain. Just pick my brain. Ask me any question, and then you are gonna get answer. This week is a week like no other. You know how much my mentorship is. You know how much it means to see me. You know how much it means for me to talk. So it's very important that you pick my brain this week. Send me inbox. Send me send me text messages. Send me WhatsApp so that I can treat the question you want. I want to thank you so much. Those who have commented on what they've learned, I encourage you to actually write down what you've learned today. You know, what you've learned today. Write them down. Now, three things I encourage you not to be, or four things. Don't be an encyclopedia. Encyclopedia knows so much and knows so little what you know. Word will encourage you. Be a computer knows so little and does so much with what it knows. Number two, don't be, you know, um a spectator always. When you watch a lady, what is happening, say, I want to be part of this. Be an actor. Number three, oh, don't just be a thermometer. You take, reading from outside. Be words. Be a thermostat. You set your own rule. Number four, don't be a chameleon. A chameleon takes color from the environment. You know, be what? Be a painter. A painter sees the color it doesn't want in the environment. He changes it to the color it wants. I want to appreciate you for listening. If you feel there's something you want me to do for you, or you want me to help you achieve, feel free to inbox me and say, Dr. Kali, I want to pick your brain. I'm going to send you a form to fill, and then I'll call you on my credit on a strategy session. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Share the video with your friends and, you know, get them to enjoy what you're enjoying. Thank you. God bless.